All right, you guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Bro, I look so terrible. Yeah, and if you're wondering why it looks like this, it's literally because of this. Plus, like, this thing is like probably like so huge. But yeah, we're literally doing it live right now. Not this map. Still thinking about it. Do I really run the map offerings though? Like, I'm just at the boat. Like, if the maps keep getting worse and worse, and I just keep complaining, it's like I gotta run map offerings. But if I run map offerings, that means I have to run engravings. I cannot play map offerings without engravings. I gotta make sure my add-ons and my add-ons and my offerings actually work out together in the right way possible. I mean, look at the bright side, Joe. My brother is actually probably busy playing GTRP. I actually messed that up. He's probably busy playing GTRP and is having a very fun time. That's why my activity said I'm playing 5M. Apparently, a lot of people DM'd me on Discord saying, "Yo, Stan playing 5M." It wasn't even me because I was stuck on an airplane. Now, that actually kind of sounds really sick though. It's really hard to get a saw downwards, but it's all right. Like it more offline than you can say whenever you want. I used to kind of like playing this game off stream. I feel like it's more fun to play off stream, especially if you're playing with like friends. But when you play this game off stream, it's like you could just put so much time into the game. I think like the one thing I could probably do is to grind for getting my prestige really high. But I'm taking a really long ass grind. Like, I'm not trying to grind for P100 on Billy. I'm literally trying to grind to make sure my Zarina and my Billy are both matched the same prestiges. My Zarina's at prestige 11, but I gotta find a way to make my Zarina be at prestige 13. I gotta make her prestige 13, then I start leveling up Billy. That's why I'm at a engravings budget. I'm literally like I'm actually having a problem trying to get more engravings. Like, I don't want to use those 50 engravings, but I gotta use them for very, very important games. That's what happens when you end up getting so addicted to double engravings. It's actually scary. But hey, like, what can you really do? Especially if you go against good survivors, you kind of have no choice with it. Oh, why did he not vault? Bro, if he actually vaulted there, it would have been kind of fine. But no, this will just give me an easy back rev if that's the case. There we go. I was low-key thinking he was just gonna like hide inside there. Well, I've been getting a lot of survivors that have just been hiding around corners. If the map RNG becomes worried for you, once you play Nurse, you never have to worry about maps. But just a warning though, Zane, if you play Nurse, people are gonna DC. Now, like, literally some folks actually stop maining Nurse because all they get are DCs repeatedly. There was one person I knew who's a Nurse main. They actually stopped playing Nurse because of it. I mean, we gotta wait till the new patch comes out. But everyone literally DCs against the Nurse. I was playing a build request from NX. He wanted me to play Spasmodic Nurse. They literally gave up. I was playing so bad, nobody did gens. They literally just gave up on me. So if I made the choice to play Nurse, I'm gonna get 1 DC minimum. But that was always the same thing back in 2017. People would literally DC if it was against a Nurse, especially if they had like Omega Blink and they were really good. An Omega Blink Nurse that's really good is just the most terrifying experience because you can't live with that. I literally can think about it. You just can't live with that at all. There we go. You change your names to match a DC? Okay, in that case, go ahead. You can play Nurse. But the most important thing, please run what's the word, BP offerings, because getting BP is so hard now. I mean, it still is until I can get them, until the matchmaking incentives make the return. I'll try to go for this Nia though. No, I could probably go for the Meg, but I actually would rather go for the Nia, just because I don't really want to just like tunnel them. That's how I am. But I still love that running with that on, and I'm not even bumping into shit. This easily tells you I play way too much no add-on Billy or double engravings Billy. What I'm supposed to do is like literally bump, but I just forget. I just like kind of forget regardless. Nurse ain't fun at first place. I feel like when you learn Nurse and try to like learn how to hit blinks and getting them right, that's fun. But when you get really good with her, it just stops being fun. Like, I can't even enjoy playing Nurse now, because like once I finally got the hang of her, and I mean I did main Nurse for like a little bit at one point. It just stops being really fun. Like, it's just not really fun as much. Because literally either two things will happen. The first thing is you basically dumpster everybody. Every chase ends like in 10 seconds. The second thing that happens, everyone hides from you or plays very distant, and you start building up an ego and you think, I'm gonna say this phrase like multiple times because it's the truth what happens when you're a nursemaid. If you're a nursemaid, your reaction is gonna be like, what the fuck? How are these guys actually better than me? I'm playing the #1 strongest killer in the game, and these guys are actually shitting on me. This is not fair. They need to fucking balance this shit. They can't be making this shit. Like, this shit ain't true. This actually happens. I feel like it happened to me one time when I tried the main nurse. It got to a point where I ran Omega Blink for one game, and somebody brought a key, and it just felt so good. But nah, when you end up building an ego, the games just get really bad. It just sucks. But no matter what color you play, it just sucks regardless. Like, it just ends up being such a pain in the ass. You're always an Omega Blink nurse gamer. I was an Omega Blink nurse gamer when I had shit games. I can finally just say that out of the clear. I can't say I was a wholesome nurse. I was never a wholesome nurse. I had games where they were bad when I was like maining nurse, and then it was just I literally ran Omega Blink for like games, especially if people brought keys. Like I literally ran Omega Blink for like only two or three games. I rarely ran as much. It was guilty pleasure, but I mean 5 Blink nursing existed as well. You could actually be a bad nurse and still get away with it very easily with that. What do you mean being good at it? I feel like when you're good at nurse, it's not fun. I'm sorry to say it, it really is not fun when you get good at nurse. When you learn nurse though, that's fun. When you learn how to hit blinks, when you learn how to like just like get awareness, and you learn how to just be more accurate with things, that's fun. But when you get really good, I'm telling you, like when you get really good, the games just end quickly, or you get pissed off and get an ego. I'm not insulting nursemaids, by the way, with that. This just happens. This just pretty much happens. And I'm not saying this because I watched like nursemaids endure this. This literally happened directly to me. I'm saying out of my experience, and I don't want people to go through the same troubles that I did. And I mean the same troubles that I did, technically. Me playing Trapper Nurse, or like waiting for blinks. When you... I actually was the type of nurse that vaulted windows. Yeah, not many nurses vault windows, but I was the guy that actually vaulted windows. People knew me for all the window vaults that I did when I played nurse. I was kind of famous for that because no one vaults windows. You're not supposed to. Not a cool thing though, but yeah, I did that. You can't have a big ego when you always play nurse. I would actually say what's the word? I wouldn't say that's true. When you always play nurse, you feel like you expect your games to like end really fast, and like you always go against good survivors, and then you just think, okay, now I gotta make sure I'm like very, very accurate when I play nurse. I always feel like that's just what it becomes. Most like for example, when Dead Hard used to be an annoying perk, for nurse mains, that's the part where I knew when I said ego. I wouldn't know if I would call that a sandbag. I'm gonna just go for the Meg. I'll just go for the Meg. I feel like maybe that might be a bit of a sandbag, but plus she's kind of running into a bit of a dead zone unless she hits this one too well. If she's gonna hit this one too well, I think. Ooh. No, never mind. I actually got that. You're very mediocre at best, and you play base game, and people still DC on you. Oh, nah, people still DC against me if you just do the first blink. Well, if you play nurse though. Poor Steve, yeah, it would be like that. He got treated dirty, but don't worry, he'll be fine. They'll pick him up. If they don't pick him up within this time, then they are completely screwed, and this game will probably end really... Okay, no, yeah, this game is already over. Yeah, poor Steve, this is actually really, really unfortunate. That was really, really unfortunate. No, but it's true, that's actually why I stopped really playing a lot of nurse. It just didn't really stick with me, because it kind of makes you just like it kind of makes you start hating Dead Hard so much, and then you just can't take with everything. If you got slowdowns on her, then you're out. Now, if you literally run slowdowns on nurse, it's actually really cringe. I'm not gonna say like you're terrible. It's really, really cringe if you do it, because like you really don't need slowdowns on nurse. I'd say run like 4 R stuff on nurse and you're fine. Oh, like 4 R perks on nurse and you're completely fine, because that's where the entertainment of playing nurse actually comes from though. One day be a Billy One gamer? I don't know about that, Monkey Boy. I don't know about that. Oh, one day be a Billy on controller. I did that before. I did that before, Monkey Boy. I had a controller game thing, but my PS5 controller, my PS4 controller does not do really well when I play on controller. Even like, I can't even play Skate on it. It's so stupid. I can't even play Skate on it because the wire just gets ripped off. I don't care what J-Wang says. He says like running a PS4 controller wired is a good idea, but when you don't have Bluetooth, like you just can't do it. I'd rather just go with the 360 controller. The 360 controller is always key.